Hello, Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and I got Doggett here. He's working on the graphics for the Duelist.
Yeah.
Tell me exactly what is it that you're doing. Here's the Duelist here. Clearly a guinea pig.
My official title is Animator, and so I am the puppet master of the game. I make the guys move. I give them their personalities. I'm the actor. I'm the choreographer. All of the above. So
you give them their attitude?
Absolutely.
Okay, so how much do I have to bribe you to give him like extra attitude? Like, can we, after an epic move, can he flip the bird?
Maybe his hat.
Oh, damn! I tried.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what goes in. This is a mature game, so yeah.
He's just got to pull a bird out of his pocket and flip it.
Yeah,
put
flip
it back
the bird.
In. Yeah,
I like
flip the
that.
bird. There
I
we
like
go.
that.
There we go. Okay. So this is the character right here, and I apologize everybody for how it might be a little bit grainy in video, and that's really because programmers like to live in the dark.
That's true.
Yeah. So. Okay. So what can you tell me about him? What are we looking at here?
Well, this is his idle animation. So when he is out of combat and standing around, this is the animation that he plays. And so the goal behind this is basically people just don't stand there and stare at a wall. So they're constantly doing stuff. And I like to make my idols out of a bunch of small fidgets. So he's looking around, twitching his nose, and basically how normal people would stand around. We only have like the longer the animation is, the more download size there is. So I try to keep it down, but still try to give life to the character with these. And the entire thing about this animation, it has to loop, and
so it has to loop seamlessly.
Exactly, seamlessly. And we have other animations called fidgets, so we'll kind of break this up. So every 2 or 3 times it loops, it'll play a fidget, which might be him scratching his nose or taking his hat off and dusting it off or something like that, just to break up the monotony. And also I try to add in these micro fidgets in the animation to break up the loop again. And this is
seems natural that way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If we did the same thing over and over again, people would catch on.
Yeah, they would realize this is really the Matrix, not real life.
If you were to turn around, we'd see the jack in the back of his head, right?
Exactly. and this is a view that you're going to see mostly because it's going to be from behind and probably from up here because he's a little guy. The normal, like I think the knight comes up to here.
Okay.
So he is our smallest class. He's our stealth ambush class.
Okay.
Right now. So.
Okay, now clearly he's a guinea pig.
Clearly.
I know that he's the duelist and such, but just for my own thoughts, I feel like that if I'm gonna be a guinea pig in the game, I want to kind of role play that and everything.
Yes.
And so, does he walk like a guinea pig? Does he jump like a guinea pig? Or are we going to go over and we're going to talk to Andy, who's over there?
Andy has been in charge of the movement animations for the Guinecean Duelist, and we have some guinea pig-esque stuff in there. So,
and then next we're going to need to talk to who does the audio, because I want the squeals to be right.
That is absolutely true.
And I want to, as my confessor, I want her to be able to pull out a carrot out of her pocket and totally distract the guinea pig.
That's a great idea. It's like it either focuses the guinea pig or it distracts it. It depends on what team you're on.
Right. It's the same thing as a dog and a squirrel.
Yeah. Perfect. One more animation that I'm going to show is this is the one that you saw was out of combat. This is going to be in combat. So he has his weapon out. Give it a couple of seconds for the textures to load. There we go. His weapon is out, and so this is when he is ready to fight. Again, twitchy, sniffing around, nose movement, ear movement, and a looping animation.
Okay.
And we have 2 transition animations to get in and out of combat. We call these sheath and unsheath. So this is the animation to put away the weapon.
Okay.
And this is how you get out of combat, and this is the animation to go into combat if you're not attacking.
Cool. I recognize these transitions now with the other characters I've been playing.
Yeah.
And that and I never really thought about it, but now that you say this, I recognize that they're doing that.
Yeah, it's a visual clue for you to know that, okay, I'm getting pulled out of combat, even though you're pulling yourself out of combat with the button, but this is also like another indication that you're coming out of combat, because the difference between in combat and out of combat is very serious in our game. If you're out of combat, somebody comes up and hits you, you're going to be knocked down. You're going to take extra damage. So you need to know what state you're in, like with all these different visual clues. So we do it through sound, UI, animation, and whatever else we can throw in there just to make sure that you know.
Yeah.
The build is broken.
Oh, the build is broken. Can you pull up the run and max?
So let's head over and see what Andy's up to.
Bye, guys.
Remember, appropriate squeals, carrots, and
Flipping a bird.
and bonus for celery.
Yes.
Yeah. So Andy, here now you're working more on the animations end.
I'm working more on the movement animations.
Yeah, okay,
making
okay,
him
okay.
run around in game. So when he's got his sword out and he's running around, this is what you're going to be looking at.
That does look like a guinea pig waddle.
That's what we were going for.
Yeah, yeah. Now, have you done any extra study for this? I mean, like, have you looked for guinea pig videos on YouTube and to see guinea pigs running?
We've been kicked out of 3 pet stores this month.
Yeah.
3 of them. And asked not to come back. I don't know if that's bad or not.
There has been some research done as we
Oh, look at that!
built
All
a
right.
sprint to make him go down on all fours, and seeing an army of these guys coming after you full speed, I imagine that would be quite terrifying.
It's like instead of a zergling rush, it's a guinea pig rush.
Exactly. So it's been a lot of fun animating this guy. We only just started him just a few days ago, and he's coming together pretty nicely.
Yeah, and so we got to say that this is early in the development of this, and you're not seeing this video until like this is actually released in the game.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
so don't judge by seeing this video going, oh my God, the guinea pig's gonna be crap, because look at that, early access game, folks. Okay, so that's okay. So let me ask questions about this. And oh, look at that! All those
controls.
Talk to them about the controllers.
Okay, so
yeah. What was that?
These are all controls that we have to kind of animate him, make him move around. This is how we give him his waddle.
And so, oh yeah, look at that. Now, so like Doggett was doing the idle animations and the occasional stop
fidgets.
the fidgets. Are there any fidgets with a walk or a run?
The runs can't. He moves around so much that we don't do too many fidgets. We'll sometimes put a little fidget, just some incidental stuff on his face.
Because I was thinking you should stop and hitch. Because guinea pigs do get fleas as well.
That is true. That is true. I imagine players might get frustrated though if they're trying to run after someone and all of a sudden their character stops moving, starts itching.
I think it'd be pretty funny. See, all you got to do is buff some other ability a little bit so that it still balances out, knowing that when you're running that you may have to stop and itch.
And that is
He
true.
runs like 6 times faster to make up for the time of him itching every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
So, I don't know. I just it just seems to me like this would be natural.
Oh, well, they have a lot of hair, so I'm sure they do get quite itchy.
Did you know that when guinea pigs are born, that they're fully haired and their eyes are open already, they can already eat and they can already walk? Did you know this?
I did not know this.
And
Same thing with Doggets.
and they're the size of little tater tots.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I
They
want a
look
tater tot.
they look like you could put them in the oven and 40 minutes later eat them.
Not so much with Doggets. I was a big baby. I was not the size of a tater tot. I almost killed my mom.
True.
More
than once.
I know a lot more about guinea pigs than maybe I should. So, yeah. Okay, so Cool.
All right.
Just to give you a little bit more insight of the time that it takes for animation.
Oh yeah, how long? What? How?
So about 3 seconds of animation takes us about 6 to 8 hours to do.
Ooh.
So like the idle animation, that was about 4 or 5 seconds. These are a little bit quicker, but they're like the shorter animations you have to put a little bit more attention into to make them loop without any kind of hitching. And so if you take a look at our animation list here.
Is that okay to show?
Yeah.
Okay. Secret stuff, guys. Don't tell anybody where you found
So
it.
each one of those takes 4 to 8 hours to make, and where it says combat move wheel, those are 16 animations that we just kind of said combat move wheel.
Do you approve?
Sure.
Okay. Did you the celery too?
What's that?
The celery and the carrots?
So no, probably not. I'm not sure.
How about squealing?
I'm not sure I should ever say I approve to these guys sight unseen. Actually, I think in general I should say no. I don't.
I really want the squeal. Battle attack?
I think you need to talk to John about that.
Okay, whenever we go talk to the sound guys, we'll ask. Okay, so it's a lot of time.
It is a lot of time to make all these. I think I got his run and his walk done both together in one day. So each one took me about 4 hours. For the movement wheel, because a lot of those just basically copy the animation from the run forward, they take a little bit less time. So I can probably get 4 of them done in a day. Probably about 2 hours for each, roughly. But yeah, it's a lot of time to put all the movement together, and then we get to put it in Unity, which is broken right now. So we'll get it working, and we'll check back later.
Yeah. Okay. So there we got it, folks. Doggett and Andy, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yep. Doggett, Andy, and Duelist, actually a guinea pig.